fans. Your fans bring you so much excitement as well. And I always believe like the role players, play much better at home than they do on the road. They feed off the crowd.
LeBron, there's a clip that's gone viral of that game one in the timeout huddle before going into overtime. What was going through your head at that time?
It went viral.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn cameras.
Could you elaborate a little bit more?
You're taking me back to game one.
I'm sorry. It just.
I finally got game one out of my head. You're taking me back, huh, Chris? Okay, hold on. Let me put myself back there. It was just a heartbreaking loss.
All right, Jalen Rose is in the house.
What up, though, Pop Father?
I know we're
Thank
back.
you for having me.
How many times in Cleveland for you? This is 4 straight finals, right?
4 straight finals. I actually was covering the Cavs when they got swept by the Spurs. So each time they've been to the finals, I've actually been here.
All right, we're going to bang through some questions.
Okay, cool.
Is this LeBron's last Cleveland week, yes or no? Are these his last 2 home games he will play as a Cleveland Cavalier?
No.
No?
I know it seems like the noble thing for LeBron at this point of his career would be to chase the lights in Hollywood and go to LA. They have 2 max contracts.
He's got 2 houses there for $44 million combined in Brentwood.
But who is he going to play with?
He was going to be the first black person ever to live in Brentwood since OJ.
The second. I lived there for a while, too. I actually saw OJ one time.
The third. You, OJ, and LeBron. There's 3 black people in the history of Brentwood.
Correct.
Is KD on the Warriors in November 2020?
3 or 4 more years max. He didn't necessarily want to leave OKC. But what we've done as fans and media, all we do is count rings. That's it.
After he won that title, I think he thought, oh, now I don't take any more shit. And people were like, yeah, you chased the title. The only reason you won is because you joined that team. I think that's one of the reasons he's been kind of angry this year. Like, the whole reason I went here was to prove that I was the best player in the league, and I outplayed LeBron in the finals. What else do I have to do? Are we gonna be here game 4 at midnight watching the Cavs sadly walk off and wondering where LeBron's going?
I kind of feel it coming.
You feel the sweep?
I feel like 53% of me feels the Warriors win tonight. And I think if they win tonight, I think the Cavs roll over in game 4. I don't think the Cavs have like the all hands on deck rally in game 4 that they had last year, if this is a loss.
Iggy playing tonight?
Probable. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to say Iggy plays.
Hey. We gotta really want this one, fellas. Let's go take it. Just us.
It's just us. All right, here we go. Together. 1, 2, 3. Together. Come on, let's go.
Throws it off the backboard and does. Oh, goodness. Just threw it off the glass like he was on the playground. Loose ball grabbed by Durant. Love those stripped him. Here goes Love to the basket. Love lays it up and in. And Steve Kerr will take a timeout with the Cavs with a miss of an 8-0 run.
Let's get a bucket to stop. Get right back in it, all right?
Kevin Durant's first shot is good. Great start by the Cavs, but Kevin Durant comes back strong.
There it is, Kay! There's no Kay!
Curry misses the 3. Curry finds some room.
Curry and Klay Thompson shot a combined 2 for 9 from the field. Yet Durant pours in 13 points. James drives down a lane once again, using the left hand. He's got 14, and Steve Kerr calls timeout.
你看每一个球都要找乐福，真的很累。
1对1打处理，协防了，机会。
乐福，
刚好。
And the largest lead of the first half for the Cavaliers. Durant fires a three, knocks it down. Kevin Durant with 0.8 of a second remaining. And the first half comes to an end. 24 points, 8 rebounds for Durant, but his team down by 6 because of the balance of the Cavaliers. How many times we've seen the Warriors struggle at times and all of a sudden turn it on.
Durant went backdoor, and the Cavaliers look confused on that defensive assignment. He's got now a total of 32 points.
Cavs right now got to find a way to get it together defensively. This Warrior team is picking them apart.
We got one more, baby. We got one more.
Durant rises and connects. He has been scalding tonight. Again.
What a shot. LeBron to the foul line, across the lane, a floater against his body. He scores. LeBron James has 26 points. He's giving the Cavaliers a 93-92 lead.
Kevin Durant with 40. Love on the spin move. Stripped from behind and stolen by Iguodala. Here comes Curry. Fakes, sets, puts up a three. Knocks it down. Steph Curry from downtown. His first three-pointer. He was 0 for 9. James fakes. Sets, fires, bang! 1-point game.
But he hammered it down. A right-hand slam for Andre Iguodala. 1 minute to go. Durant standing on the logo.
Delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown. It's a 6-point game. That's the same spot in Game 3 last year. All NBA fans know no team has ever come back from 0-3. Kevin Durant, brilliant. 43 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists.
Woo! Yes, sir! Way to take all the air out the building. Yes, sir!
We're packing the suitcases now?
Yeah, I think it's over.
It's kind of sad. You can feel it in the stands.
You know what? It's kind of sad, but as long as those guys are together, we're not beating them with this team. And I don't know if you can get anybody else to come to this team.
This could have been a great series.
I think it still is. Those were 3 great games.
Oh, no, they weren't.
So I'm in the stands. I didn't see you on TV. It was like right here, 32-footer. On the bang scale for you, was that?
LeBron was the bang down the other end.
You didn't do a bang for the 32-footer?
No.
What did you do?
Actually, I can't remember what I said.
Did you scream?
I know I screamed.
Did you scream in surprise?
I know I was hoping my voice didn't crack. Kevin Durant way outside, delivers!
That was crazy.
Just incredible. He's just as gifted a scorer as this game has ever seen.
You could see it in the first quarter. He was like, he just had a little extra zest to him.
Well, he's been like that since game one. He was mad at himself because he didn't feel he played well, even though he scored a ton of points. And then so efficient game two, and this was just took it over.
We've got a lot of guys who can play, and they're all chipping in. But we should probably go back to Kevin Durant, shouldn't we? That was amazing what he did out there tonight. Some of those shots, I don't think anybody in the world can hit those but him. He was incredible.
Ann, over here in the third row.
Kevin, when you took that big shot, that big three, Draymond turned around and was like roaring right in your face,
yes.
And you looked completely calm. Is that being in the zone? Can you describe what your feeling was?
Don't get me wrong. Every time I make a shot in the NBA, I get excited. I just internalize it a little bit as I get older, a little bit more than I did when I was a younger player. So I was definitely excited. It's hard to make shots at this level in the NBA.
That dagger three he shoots at the end of the fourth quarter was such a kind of like, I'm going to destroy you.
And there was a little performance art too, right?
It was like
turned around, he pointed to his dudes in the Warriors.
He has a nasty competitive streak, doesn't he?
It's something with LeBron. I think the LeBron thing does bother him. It's like LeBron, and Durant's basically like, I just outplayed him in 2 of the last 3 games. It was an angry, intense crowd. I loved it. It reminded me of growing up in the 70s in Boston.
The guy who was going off behind us, it was a truly authentic kind of middle of America rant that was going on.
It was incredible.
I was worried he was going to spill his drink on your head. That was my major concern.
I would have appreciated it. He was so fired up. I would have wanted a memento of dried beer in my head.
If you think about it, this is all they have, right? If you're Cleveland, you're staring down the barrel of the Browns coming up in a couple months.
That's true. It's bad enough to lose one of the 3 best players of all time, but then when you have the Browns to kind of cushion the blow, and he's brought your only title in 64 years, and there's an actual finish line that you're staring at now.
Yeah.
My brother, he's on the wrong side. A little bit of a love-hate relationship. Sweet. Let's go.
Are we going home tomorrow?
We're done after the night.
We're done?
We're done.
Have you been down 3-0 in a series?
I've never been swept in a 4-game series.
Were you ever down 3-0?
No. I was always able to win 1 game. I'm going to win 1 game, Bill.
Have you heard the rumor that LeBron's hand is hurt?
I have not.
It's floating around there.
Floating around?
Floating around. There's a story that he punched something after game 1. He has nothing on the hand. I've already examined it. I already did a deep dive. You know,
and you would punch with your strong
conspiracy
hand.
Bills.
You would punch with your strong hand, right?
But the shot has been erratic, though. Game 2, game 3.
I also think he got tired in game 3. I think he started the game tired.
Father God, we come to you today. Thank you for your many blessings. You do your job at a high level. You leave it on the floor. Everything else take care of itself. No, man. No quits, man. Together, man. 1, 2, 3. Together. Come on, man. Let's go, man.
straight to the ball. Go straight to the ball. Go straight to the ball. Come on.
The Cavaliers will look to turn the tables here tonight.
They want to send it back to a Game 5 in Oakland. Durant has George Hill. Mismatch there.
Oh, still gets it to go.
Another one of those circus threes. These type of shots will drain you as an opponent.
Curry sets, fires, three-pointer. That's good.
Looks over at the bench, said, yeah, I am back.
Everybody rebound, keep taking care of the ball. We're doing a great job. Come on, man, let's go. Come on. Come on, man.
You can't let this thing get out of hand. When they smell blood, they're awfully tough.
James backs in against Curry. Leans in, count it, and a foul. Took his time, drew the contact, and a chance for a three-point play.
Thompson falling away, blocked by Green. Hood to Nance, throws it down.
Here come the Cavs. Green, back to Smith, back to James. And the Cavs retake the lead after trailing by 11.
Keep the pressure on, keep rebounding, keep taking care of the ball. They're going to make some shots, right? Can't take away everything, but stay solid. Keep attacking, keep being aggressive, all right?
Try your luck and take a chance. Before the risks in this moment, take my hand, then break my heart. I'll never walk this road again. Stumbling steps grow to a dance where things change forever. There's no regrets, only the past. Will I change? Never. So swing me around, take me down. You won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be a victim. So swing me around.
Some of the Warriors, and we'll get a standing ovation here at Quicken Loans Arena. Will it be the last time he wears a Cavalier uniform? And the chance of MVP once again.
Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to empty the bench here.
Final seconds here of this 2018 NBA season. There's the buzzer. There's a new dynasty in the NBA. The Golden State Warriors champions once again. Back-to-back titles. Back-to-back.
Yeah! Wow, what a season! Yes, sir! Woo! Yes, sir! 3 of them, about to trademark this.
Take me down, you won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be a victim.
take us through what happened and if it caused you any problems over the final 3 games?
What happened? Self-inflicted. Post-game after game 1, very emotional. You know, I let the emotions get the best of me and pretty much played the last 3 games with a broken hand. So that's what it is.
Do you feel like you've played your last game for the Cavs?
I mean, I have no idea at this point. You know, the one thing that I've always done is consider, you know, obviously my family, understanding, you know, especially where my boys are at this point in their age. You know, my family is a huge part of whatever I've decided to do. So I don't have an answer for you right now as far as that.
Congratulations.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
What was more fun, this year or last year? Or 15? Rank them.
Ooh, 15 is at the top because it's the first one. You can't replace the first one. Last year was fun because we got to do it at home, and that's a different kind of experience. So it's probably next. I mean, they're all special, but I go in order. But right now, I'm enjoying the moment. Obviously, I got a cigar in my hat and eating some popcorn.
Is that your dinner tonight?
Yeah, this is it. Dinner, this and beer.
You were, game 3, you're 0 for 9, and you took the biggest shot of the game and made it. And I actually thought it was going in.
Me too. So that's why I shot it.
Your teammates stayed with you the whole time. I was sitting behind your bench. They were imploring you to continue to shoot. There's probably like 6 guys in the history of the league who would have taken that shot without hesitation.
Can you listen right now? Ray Allen?
Ray Allen, definitely. Reggie. Larry Bird. Larry Bird absolutely 0 for 9 takes that.
Okay.
Jordan, I don't know if we can even count him. He would take any shot.
Every question about NBA, you have to put him in there.
I'm trying to think who else. It's not a long
Del
list.
Curry would have, for sure.
That's what you're
For
half
sure.
Del Curry. How's your knee? How hurt were you? 70%?
60, 65.
If I had to guess,
65?
I could shoot.
You had the threes, though.
I couldn't sprint.
But he couldn't.
I can't
you can't sprint.
I can't sprint. I can only run like 75%.
You did dunk on somebody in the previous
dunk.
game, though.
Did dunk.
So you can dunk and you can shoot threes, but you
I
couldn't
can like
sprint.
stand still and shoot. I just can't. I can't take off and I can't stop. When I'm running fast, I can't stop. I gotta be like Robert Parrish. You know how he run fast and then he run like he stop like this. He's one of them guys.
That was a hard one. Last 3 games, you were fantastic, though. You feeling good?
Yeah, I feel great. Back-to-back championships? Come on, man. That's hard to do. I'm excited.
Not that many teams. Like, I think 9 have done it, maybe 10. Did you try to recreate your famous 3, by the way, in game 3?
No, I didn't try. I just did it.
It's the exact same spot, like
It
5 feet
was.
back.
I wasn't expecting to. I wasn't coming in the game thinking about that, but shit, they gave it to me. I'll take it again.
Describe this team in 1 sentence.
Unselfish.
Unselfish. I sat behind your bench after game 3. Everybody was pulling for each other in a really unique way.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people talk about this super team stuff and just having great players. But the thing about us, we got guys that know their roles and they don't have any egos and they don't care about being in the spotlight or being looked at as the best at anything. All they care about is winning basketball games and having fun, enjoying themselves. That's what the game is about. It ain't about one person being bigger than the group. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
We're coming.
I'm so cold right now. You know when you go to an amusement park and you just kind of like, you're not afraid of roller coasters, but you kind of like, I don't know. And then when you're going up, it's like, and you're on the way up, and you're just like a little nervous, butterflies. And then when that fall comes, and you're like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. I'm straight. Nothing's gonna harm me. I'm just enjoying the ride. That's how I feel. And then when you finish, you just want to do it again and again and again. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel right now. I feel like I got it on a roller coaster for the 2nd time.
Is this your favorite ride?
It's my favorite ride. But for right now, I got to take a shot. It smells like straight champagne.
Let the man say out.
Moet. I smell like Moet.
All right, so we're taping this Monday morning, a couple days after the NBA Finals. Really weird end to the Finals. First of all, the Cavs got swept, which you know. LeBron, he pretty much broke his hand. He basically broke his hand, but he didn't break his hand. It seems like that has now tainted the Warriors just a tiny bit about winning the title or not, and they would have swept them regardless of what happened on LeBron's hand, I think. I just think they were way better, and game 1 was the fluke game to catch them right after this grueling 7-game Rocket series. And they almost did, and they got a playoff career performance from LeBron, and they still lost. Some legacy stuff for me just coming out of the finals. I think Durant's in the conversation now for top 15. Let's say 2 more years in the range of what he's doing now. I think it's going to happen. I just don't see how he's not in the top 14 or 15 ever. The other thing is Curry, who there's a case now that he's at least a top 30 guy, and there's an even bigger case. Is he the 3rd best point guard of all time? Is he the best point guard of the 21st century? He's certainly on his way. I'll believe somebody's going to actually beat the Warriors when we see it. They just have one extra level to go to at all times. As we go into the summer, everyone is now trying to figure out, how do we get past this team? What do we have to do? What are our moves? It's not just about building a contender, it's about building a team that can beat this team. Before, it was about building a team that could beat LeBron. I think LeBron was the bullseye for this entire decade, and now it's the Warriors. This is a passing bullseye series. The Warriors became the superstar. That's one of the legacies of this finals for me. Anyway, back after this.
For watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.